Welcome along, everybody, to practice 2 for the 2025 Formula 1 Hungarian Grand Prix. Welcome in to the watch-along. If you're new here, this is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer down the bottom left that you can sync on up with, and you got lovely Twitch chat that you can type in. So if you're watching right now over on YouTube, come join us on Twitch. We're live every single weekend for every single Grand Prix. Over here, we're going to be staying live for a little bit after practice as well. But yeah, I cannot show the broadcast live as it is subject to copyright. But find a place where you can watch it and join me and the rest of chat in watching it together. But yeah, we do this every single Grand Prix weekend for every single session. So join me tomorrow for FP3 and Quali and join me for the race on Sunday. But Alonso is back in the car after not doing FP1. If you don't know, he had a back injury and he might not race this weekend. He's going to see how he does in FP2. Drugovich filled in for FP1. So we're going to see how he does in FP2, see how he feels. If he feels good, he'll do the rest of the weekend. If he doesn't feel good, Drugovich might be replacing him for the weekend. We'll have to wait and see. We obviously had Paul Aaron in the car as well this morning, so Hulkenberg will be back in. So let's see how it plays out. Predictions up in Twitch chat, by the way. Get your channel points in. Who do you think will finish first in practice 2 or end them fairly soon? Excuse me. Let me just make sure all my stuffs are working. Cool. Looks like the neighbors vacuuming next door. I can hear them brushing up against the wall. Best dude, thanks so much for the 14-month resub and tier 1, dude. Really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. 14, my fave number. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for supporting, man. Really do appreciate you coming to the prime. And Morgan, thank you for the follow as well. All right, the session's underway. Let's go. Let's go. 59, 42. All right, predictions are up. No, not predictions. Sorry, time is up. Okay, channel. What am I saying? Time is up. Sync on up is what I was trying to say. Well, I missed some chat. Alonso is back. He is. Next year F1 intro won't have Max. Alas, no. Well, unless he clutches up right now. Wait, Drago replacing who? Dragovich replacing Alonso because Alonso has a back injury, but we have to wait and see how FP2 plays out before they decide on that. But I missed in chat just before the watch along started. Why does 1440p look so crispy? It just does. It just does. What's up, Sophia? You love this? Yeah, honestly, the VCarb social media team smashed it this year. Or smashed it this year. I wonder how long Alonso will stay if he has a championship winning car. Yeah, good point. Maybe he'll just win one more and dip. No, he'll stay until the team's not dominant anymore, I reckon. What's up, Joel? Who's this? Liam coming out. Hell yeah. Should he put the timer on 58 minutes or exactly the time? Wait, what? Time is synced up. Why have they got a cutout of Toto from a video call? The fuck? I remember when Carlos was sick and then Kevin wasn't feeling well either and Ollie subbed in for both. Well, yeah, no, so Sainz wasn't sick. He had his appendix taken out. And then Magnussen filled in. He filled in for Magnussen because Magnussen got a ban. Wait, what was the second time? Behrman filled in for a second time for Magnussen. One was for license points. What was the other one for? Was it because he was sick? Surely not, right? Oh my god, it's my first time here. Thanks for this watch along. I cannot watch it otherwise. But welcome to the stream, Morgan. Good to see you in here. Where have you come from? You come from YouTube? You come from TikTok? Is Drugovich allowed to replace Alonso mid-season? Session, if Alonso can't drive. Mid-session, no. But you can fill in for a driver until quali. But you need to do quali if you want to race on Sunday. It just means the stream buffering. It's good for me right now. Maybe lower your quality down to 1080p if it's on 1440p automatically for you. Yeah, one was for when he got banned, and the other was when he was sick. Oh, was he sick? I don't remember. He got sick in Brazil, right? What's this? Car performance from Australia to Belgium. Red Bull's gotten worse. Mercedes has gotten better. Ferrari's gotten better. Williams got worse. Racing Bull's got worse. Haas has gotten better. That doesn't make sense. How have teams gotten worse over time? That doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense at all. I saw a post that Istanbul Park will replace Madrid if Madrid cancels 2026. Madrid cancels 2026? I saw a post that Turkey are looking to get back on the calendar and with a long-term contract, but I didn't see anything to do with replacing Madrid unless I was looking at something else. It's compared to McLaren. All right. I don't think this graphic of performance loss or gain is accurate. Yeah, maybe it is accurate, but it doesn't. Maybe it's accurate, but it doesn't like show what I think it's trying to. How do I word this? It's not showing what. Explaining what it's showing. That's what I was trying to say. You saw your sim rig? Yeah, I do. It's right behind my desk. We started off F125 with a lot of streams, but I've just not really played it since, to be honest. Turkey to get back into 2027 to 2031, but replace Madrid in 2027. Madrid cancels. No way Madrid do one Grand Prix. Hell no. Yeah, conveying. That's the word we're looking for. I was talking about the potential move to the UK. Some visa bloke legit just called me. Wait, really? Wow. That is good timing. So you're gonna go the I guess you're gonna go the visa route. Would you do the sponsored route or no? Brundle's on a helicopter right now. Madrid will have to cut down really old special trees for the GP. Then that could be a reason for them to cancel. If they have to cancel Grand Prix because they can't cut down trees, then they're fucking stupid for not figuring that out before signing a contract. Madrid's going to be a terrible race, I can just tell. Well, people said that about Vegas and Saudi Arabia, and those two tracks have been amazing for Formula One, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not seeing the Madrid at all. It already sounds kind of bad. It does look bad, to be fair, but I don't know if it's going to be good or bad until we actually see it with F1 cars. Imola's a decent track. I never really liked Imola. It's a good driver's track, but wasn't good for Formula 1, I feel. Modern day Formula 1. If Madrid only do one race, and they would knock it down for nothing. Yeah, exactly. Sounds stupid. Well, hopefully the team would sponsor as I'm coming to end of my apprenticeship now, which apparently a lot of teams in Europe sponsor. Right, yeah, that'd be really, really cool, man. If you can move over with secured work, that would be the life. Yeah, yeet. Sorry, give me one sec, guys. Why are these guys arguing? So I'm just testing something right now. Cool nails. Oh my god. You got the Ferrari nails and the checkered flag nails. Alright, we saw some soft runs this morning. Were they soft race runs though? Who knows, but we'll see some quality runs this session, I reckon. The Spanish Grand Prix won't stop with Alonso and Sainz on the grid. True, true. That's why, wait. Has the 2026 calendar been announced? We've got Spain twice next year, right? We lost, what did we lose? Wait, what did we lose? I've forgotten now. We lost Imola and gained Spain twice. Yeah? Yes, we got Spain twice and we lost Imola. Yerp. Yerp. Yeah, and the sprints got leaked. We spoke about that already. Yeah, wouldn't want to leave Motorsport in Oz just to move to the UK of zero back. Yeah, exactly. It'd be really, really hard. Yeah, it's a shame. I remember when I first got into sport, 2019, 2020, 21, coming to 22, there's a lot of new tracks on the calendar each year. I mean, it's probably because of COVID as well. But yeah, now it feels very like set in stone. This is the calendar. We've got 15-year contracts on a lot of the races. I mean, we're gonna get the rotating Spa soon, and we're losing Zandvoort. But yeah, overall it is very like same old, isn't it? The fuck is happening? I like 24 race calendar. Hate me if you want. Look, I think as a fan, more F1's better, but then again, like it does spoil it sometimes. But I've kind of come to love more Formula One, at least for my work. Like, you know, like being a streamer, the more F1 to talk about, the better for me. As a fan, I think I'd find it hard. As a fan who doesn't stream, I think I'd find it hard to tune into every single race weekend and keeping up with it all. But I feel like Formula One has become this sport of just like doing so much. It feels like it's on all the time. And I've kind of adjusted my mindset to a normal sport of it's kind of like, yeah, there's always something happening in F1, which is nice. But for the team and the crew and drivers, it's too much, man. Excuse me. I wonder if Vietnam comes back. Hell no, that country slash group who made that track or was trying to put that track together got no money now. That shit felt a bit so quick. I think the only race I hated because I felt for the drivers was Qatar. Yeah, that was bad. On the minority on this, but I wouldn't mind 30 races. Other sports do way more. The thing is, though, if you compare it to football, you've got a team of players. You can have substitutes, yada, yada, yada. And they mainly play in one region, specifically one country, right? There's no sport that go round the world like these guys do as much as they do. And also, their seasons are much more condensed. So, like, a football season, to be fair, football's ridiculous now. I'd say football was on par with F1 of ridiculousness, but you have substitutes and stuff like that. But, like, take basketball, right? There's a big offseason in NBA. There's a big offseason in NFL, MLB. F1, like, your offseason is literally this year is 1 month. That's nothing. I know some people are like, oh, a month's a lot of time. It's not, though. Yeah, well, I only get 1 month off a year with my normal 9 to 5 job. Yeah, but are you flying around the world doing marketing commitments, driving an F1 car, trying to compete at the top of your game? Hell nah. You're sitting in a fucking office. I don't know. I feel like everything's different. I feel like, I don't know. Put it this way. I think F1's very repetitive in the sense of hop in a car, do some laps, hop in a car, do some laps, hop in a car, do some laps. Oh, I'm qualifying now. Hop out the car. Oh, hop in the car, do a race. Hop out the car. Oh, fly to the next country. Oh, let's do fucking media for all day. Oh, let's do media all day again. Oh, the same interview questions. It's very like, football. I think the best way to put it is football don't have to do as much marketing. They have nowhere near as much marketing commitments. They rock up to the stadium, they put the boots on, they maybe do one interview, they go out on the pitch, they play, they do an interview, they go home. Done for the day. They go do training. It's all behind closed doors for the most part. It's like a 9 to 5, and then 1 to 2 days a week, that's the show. F1, it's like the second you land in the country, you're on show for 5 days. It's like 12 hours of being a sports person and a social media person all just back to back to back to back. I don't remember if it was Saudi or Qatar where there were literal either bombs or something. Yeah, it was 2022 Saudi, 2023 Saudi, sorry. Also, US says 3 races. Yeah, that country is so massive. I agree. Miami sucks, but they still deserve, or it's fine to have 3 Grand Prix there. Tennis schedule is almost all year around the world. But again, you can pick which tournaments you want to compete in. And there are nice breaks in between. I would prefer... what would you guys prefer? Would you prefer F1 to be a condensed season, meaning 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off until it's finished, and have like 3 months, 4 months off, no F1? Or would you prefer F1 to be more spread out? I don't think you can make it more spread out than this, but more spread out, but it goes on all year round. I mean, F1's already as spread out as you can fucking get. Fun fact, we're going to have F1 cars. Last month, July, marked the start of an 18-month streak of having F1 cars on track. Meaning from July 2025 to January 2027, there's going to be cars on track each month. Because this F1 season ends in December. The next F1 season starts with testing in January, and then it goes all the way through to December. 18 months of cars on track. Not a single month off. No sport that I can think of has that. And the sports that do, I know you're probably going to say golf or tennis. Yeah, but golfers don't go to every single fucking golf tournament. Tennis players don't go to every single tennis tournament. Football is the closest one that you'll get, but even they get breaks sometimes, other than when the fucking World Cup's on. But then again, in football, you have subs. You have a kid? Cool. You can take some time off for a couple weeks. F1? Hell no. Max is literally racing when his fucking kid's born. Tennis is also quite bad now because there are tournaments every month from Australia to Europe to America. Better for players that can actually live from it. There was some sort of thing that happened in either... I read that. Oh, wait. In either Sadie or something when Hulk was a reserve driver for Aston Martin, and then he got annoyed with one of the interviews that basically told him to F off. Wait, what? Condensed, but there's an issue with weather in places. Yeah, true. Yuki's still not happy with the car. Big off season would be better for the teams to develop the car more time to analyze. Yeah, I agree. I think as a creator, I would hate having... I love how, like... I love the thought of, like, not having much downtime at the end of this year. We just get straight into the next season, keep the momentum going. But as a fan of Formula One, I think we need more downtime to allow the drivers to reset. And, like, it kind of, like, F1 just all blends into one now. Like, I want to get hyped for a new season, you know what I mean? I want to get hyped. I saw it on YouTube, he had the look on his face like, dude, your question's been disrespectful. Hulkenberg at Aston Martin. I don't know what you're referring to be honest. Miami can't be done after June, just July. Coda can't be done before June. Tornadoes. Vegas can't be done in summer. Is tornado really a problem though? I mean, I agree, but is it really tornado the problem in Coda? Otherwise, the track would be fucked. Monster Hail. Doesn't MotoGP run kind of mid-year? I'm not saying you're wrong, but if there was tornadoes at the track constantly, then wouldn't the fucking track be ripped to bits? Get off your phone. She's so hard stuck on her phone she didn't realize she was on screen. Yeah, Vegas is at a ridiculous time of the year. Making people sit in a grandstand at midnight in winter conditions, so dumb. They should do Vegas, in my opinion, Vegas should be after the summer break. Vegas should be mid-year. First off, to split up the American races. So you got Miami at the start, you got Vegas in the middle, you got Coda at the end. And then we don't have a fucking cold-ass race. But it's too hot. They race at fucking nighttime. Who cares? If it's hot in Vegas in summer. It would be cool. It would be cool by then. It wouldn't be any hotter than fucking Singapore. I literally had to buy a jacket that's so cold. I was freezing my dick off. I had an undershirt, I had a shirt, I had a hoodie. I was freezing, man. It didn't help that the stands were empty in 2023. So I had no one to block the wind of me. Mans don't know Vegas heat. I know Vegas heat. But maybe you don't know Vegas cold. It was fucking freezing, man. You're telling me, okay, wait, let's do the math. What time is it right now? Okay, what time is it in Vegas right now? Vegas time. Okay, it's 8:20 a.m. So the sun's maybe not up yet. Vegas weather. Okay, it's 29 degrees in Vegas right now. At midnight, it will be... Okay, to be fair, it will be 29 degrees in Vegas at midnight. But is that any different to Singapore? Like, we raced in Singapore in 28 degree heat. What's the point? What's bad about doing Vegas at that time? I don't get it. I don't know. I think an F1 race makes more sense in 28 degree heat with no sun than fucking 0 degree heat. Singapore is brutal. Yeah, because it's the longest race on the calendar and it's humid as fuck. As far as I'm aware, I don't think Vegas is humid. And Vegas is just a straight line everywhere. Maybe they want to make it like Singapore. Yeah, I don't know. I think to me, maybe they can find a way to, but like, I don't know. To me, it's like Vegas just feels weird having it in the fucking winter time. Is Vegas humid? Fucking dry out there. Does that something different being cold? Yeah. Can we just deep that Russell won the 2024 Vegas GP? Yeah, because it was like minus 400 degrees and the Mercedes loves it. It's in the hottest part of America. Yeah, I wonder if Merc will cook in Vegas again. We need Indianapolis. I've always said we need to get Miami off the calendar because Miami, well, it's not going to go now. It's on the calendar 2041, but Miami is literally just, was meant to be the Monaco of America. Then Vegas got announced. That's the Monaco of America. Fuck Miami off and get an actual good road course like Indianapolis. Indianapolis. Oh, would be so good. Indianapolis road course. I mean, there's so many good tracks in America, but we'll just never go there because the tracks are so poo. Like, when I say poo, I mean, like, the facilities are poo. Like, Watkins Glen, Road America. Yeah, Daytona could be good. I don't know what it'd be like for F1 cars, though. Is it? Wait, no, Daytona's super banked, isn't it? Bring Turkey, yes. I mean, there's rumors it's coming back, so hopefully. Hockenheim, yes. Mugello, hell nah. Portimao, hell nah. Now, Mugello, I think it's a great driver's track, but I think it's too much like Imola and Spa in the sense of like, it's really fun to drive. The drivers love it. But like, I don't know if we'd get good racing in Mugello. And Portimao, we had 2 races there and they both sucked. Portugal, we had a banger in 21. Portugal, 21 banger in the same sentence. I mean, in Portugal, we had... No. We had literally a pit lane exit battle between Verstappen and Bottas, and nothing else happened. Merc vs Red Bull happened, though. Maybe it wasn't as hype because it was the start of the season, but I remember there was like 2 overtakes in that race between the Merc and the Red Bull, and then nothing else happened. ...2022 is the race where it started in damp conditions and Raikkonen did like a 10-man overtake, and then as soon as it stopped raining, the race just died. There's like, you cannot overtake. As soon as you get past turn 1, you cannot overtake until you get to the last corner. It's kind of like Hungary, except the track's way longer, so you're just waiting way too long for an overtake. How do you remember what happened in a race 4 years ago? Well, I've watched the 2021 season live and then edited the reactions and then watched the highlights back like 400 times. I just remember the way 2021 played out. I was watching Portugal 21 with non-F1 people and they liked it. Interesting. From someone Portuguese, I smell Portuguese bias. Oh, I forgot to end predictions. Lol. Been off China, Mexico. China, yeah, I want to see at this point. I don't mind China. Maybe China with new regs would be fine. Mexico, I agree. Miami, agree. Zandvoort, I agree. Been off Jeddah, okay, calm down, bro. Calm down. Spain, I agree. Qatar, I agree. But, and there's room for go-to circuits. Don't bin off Jeddah. No way you just said bin off Jeddah. We should have Jeddah and Qiddiya. If I'm being for real. We should have 2 races in Saudi. That's my hot take. Yeah, wait. Why is no one mentioning Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi, when's the last time Abu Dhabi had a good race, huh? Abu Dhabi slaps. Yeah, slaps you in the face to wake you up from how boring it is. No, I don't know what it is about Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi should be such a good racetrack. You've got the amazing straight into an amazing straight into a left-hander and like a nice technical section. But we just never get like good racing. Oh, actually we do. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the end of the year and everyone's just like, I don't know. To be fair, it all just comes down to how the race plays out. And for some reason, Abu Dhabi has never really had like a banger race. When is the last time you've heard someone be like, that was a really good race for Abu Dhabi? Just never. Abu Dhabi would be okay if it wasn't the last race. See, I think the opposite. I think the reason why it's okay is because it's the last race. 2021 was shit. Don't say 2021 was a good race in Abu Dhabi. Nothing happened. We had a controversial moment on lap 1 that had nothing to do with good on-track racing. They just forced each other off track. Nothing happened until Latifi fucking crashed, and then we got a last lap battle. Yes, the Grand Prix was good, but that had nothing... sorry, the moment was good. That had nothing to do with Abu Dhabi as a track. It was a good race until the end. Lewis dominated. Are you trolling? Abu Dhabi 21 was a good race. Wait, Stroll P1, excuse me? Okay, now Norris is going to come ruin his day with the soft tires. Bring Interlagos as last track? That would be elite. Honestly, Please, Saudi Arabia. I'm actually, you know what? This is my request. Saudi Arabia, get your oil money out and put in a huge bid to have the last race of the season. Fuck Abu Dhabi off as the last race. Poo track. It's not that poo. It's not bad. It's just not last track of the season worthy. Saudi Arabia should whip their cock out and get last track rights. That would be so good. Imagine the last race of the season being Saudi Arabia. Oh. Yeah, but what about Brazil? What about this? They don't have the money. The only country that will be able to fight Abu Dhabi for the last track rights would be Saudi. So Saudi should do it. How's it going? Campagol, one on the stream, dude. And Evie, thank you for the follow. Thought they binned off Mike Crack. Yeah, oh, no. Mike Crack got demoted to, like, technical. I don't even know. I'm lost. Put yourself on my streams. Last race of the season, Lewis gaps Max, gets held by Perez and gaps again. As a Lewis fan, it was amazing. I guess you just watch Formula 1 for the driver you support rather than the actual on-track racing. I mean, you do you, bro. You do you, but I'm telling you, I did not enjoy the 2023 season as a Max fan. Like, don't be wrong. Obviously, the 2023 season would have been more boring for me if it was not Max or Red Bull winning. But, like, tuning into a practice session knowing, oh, Max is going to win. Tuning into a qualifying session knowing Max is going to get pole, even though qualifying's pretty good that year. Tuning into the race knowing Max is going to get the win. I don't care if my driver wins. I want entertainment, man. You're not getting it, though. It was for the title, so of course I was gassed. Yeah, fair. I guess. But, okay, I'll put it this way. Would you have, coming into that last race as an F1 fan, right? Would you not have preferred Lewis and Max battle on lap 1? They do a changeover in the pit lane. Someone undercuts. Someone chases them down. And then they race for the last 10 laps for the win. I think that's what everyone wanted. Everyone wanted a good battle in that last race, and we didn't get that. We got a shitty turn 1. We got nothing happened other than Perez holding up Lewis, which was kind of cool in the middle of the race. Nothing happened until a controversial moment that was forced to happen. It wasn't even a natural unluckiness. It was a forced unluckiness. I missed WW21. I was on a flight. That might be the worst time flight of all time. Holy. 2023 Austria. From 2023 Austria onwards, McLaren fan was the best. From that perspective, yeah, then it was probably dead right. Wait, do you mean 2024 Austria R7? I think F1 should commit and go to all the corners of America. Washington, Coda, Vegas. What tracks in Washington though? Watkins Glen? Wait, what tracks in Washington? That episode, yeah, then it probably was a dead rate. Yeah, I think it was I think it was the hype. To be honest, we got, okay, put it this way. For what this F1 2021 season was, Abu Dhabi delivered exactly what that season. I know this is a controversial take, but that Abu Dhabi race was the perfect cherry on top of that 2021 season. And what I mean by that was the whole season was just plagued with shit decisions, shit house, just like inconsistencies, like on track and off track drama. So for that season to end like that was perfect. But that race was just what was just poo in the sense of like Formula 1 should be on track racing, and it was just like bruh. But yeah, the moment was insane. If we had I would love to know if we had the exact same 2021 season now, right? Exact same 2021 season now, what it would be like. Because we've got fans are so much more clued than they used to be. Like, the F1 scene is just so much more developed than it used to be. Like, bro. I had, what was my viewer count? I had 8 times the amount of viewers for Abu Dhabi than I normally got. I was getting, that season, I was getting like 200-ish viewers for a race day watch along. And then Saudi Arabia, I had like 800. And that was fucking crazy. And then Abu Dhabi, I had 2.5 thousand live people watching me. No raid, no nothing. And that was me when I had like 10K followers. That's when I had 10K followers. Like I had a shit haircut. My stream was shit. I can't imagine that shit now. And like TikTok barely even fucking existed back then. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, the landscape and it'd be so good, man. It'd be so good. But we could have a championship like this, but Norris and Piastri need to wise up, man. Give us some. 2021 was amazing. We got spoiled so hard. We're never going to have a season like that again. The thing is, the on-track drama, everything about that season was perfect. The drama on and off track. New dog versus top dog. You know, like, the amount of drama. You know what it didn't have? It didn't have on-track racing, man. Anyone who says the 2021 season was a perfect season, just go watch a movie. Go watch a TV show. It was perfect in the sense of the story and, like, the way it played out and the drama. But, like, we didn't get what Formula 1 is about. We got no good on-track racing, really, at all. The only time we actually got good on-track racing was fucking Silverstone. And that lasted 2 sectors. Like, there was no good on-track racing, really, in 2021. Like, it was always just crashing this, bad decision that. I would love if we could have taken the 2021 season the exact same way it happened, but put it in these cars. Because these cars, we would have actually got multiple laps of racing and battling into corners and stuff like that. Put it this way, I think we can have a better season than 2021. But I don't think we will because all the stars aligned in 2021, just in terrible cars. For all the stars to align again in good cars that can race, it would just be so hard. Both Lewis and Max were favored and unfavored. Jesus, the car right behind the McLaren is 5/10 off. Ridiculous. Yeah, they're on another level, man. And it's Stroll. It's fucking Stroll and Aston. Do you think 2022 season was wasted potential of a season because Max and Charles could have had such a good fight? Oh, 100%. We lost so many fans in 22 and 23. Oh, Max got an issue with his car. Oh, wait, he's got a towel. What? There's a towel in his car. He just threw it away. What? Remember Norris to spin during Spa 21 quali? You mean his crash? I do. Just joined. What the hell is Stroll doing in P3? I have no clue, man. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Looking back at 22, 23, like, as a fan and specifically as a creator, it actually hurts to look back on. Like, we had all that hype from 2021, from COVID, from Drive to Survive, and most importantly, the 2021 season. We go into 2022, new reg of cars. Everyone's so excited. And by the halfway point of the season, the championship was over. Like, you already knew Max was going to win the championship. And then going to 2023, we have the most dominant championship ever. And, like, obviously, this is the time where you need to reel in new fans and get them addicted to the sport. And I think people kind of saw early on that, like, oh shit, like, Formula 1's maybe not as cool as you think. Obviously, a lot of people stayed connected to Formula 1 and attached to Formula 1, but people stopped watching races. Like, my friends in Australia would wake up every single morning to watch F1 in 2021. And they've only just started again waking up or staying up. Probably like the end of last season or this season primarily. Again. So you can really tell, like, how disconnected, you know, I think put it this way, F1 didn't lose fans in 22 and 23. It lost hype and it lost care in the sense of, like, people still like F1. People still follow the news. People still watch the races, but they're not staying up live to watch it. They're not being obsessed with Formula 1 like they used to. So a lot of people probably just sat on the sidelines, like, you know what I mean? And now that F1's back, everyone's coming back again. And we're kind of having the next explosion with the F1 movie. And, you know, the championship's kind of good again, blah, blah, blah. But, like, as a creator, as a fan, it kills me inside knowing how many people kind of probably lost interest in the sport. I'm glad that a lot of people, like, who lost interest are coming back now. But as a creator, man, like, 22 and 23, I grinded. I was streaming so much. You know, like, it was like the peak of me, like the hype from 2021, the peak of me like growing as a creator. And then we kind of had those 2 shitty seasons. I burnt myself out in those 2 seasons, that when I moved in 2024 and I saw Red Bull win the first, was it 4 races of the season? I was like, fucking hell, like, I'm just going to have a break. And I'm glad I came back. Obviously, at the time I did miss out on Lando's first win and Charles's first win. But I'm glad I came back when I did, because F1's like really back. But man, like, you know, just imagine making content for 2 years and it's the same thing every single week. You know what I mean? Like, I loved it because I love Formula One. But after 2 years, it was like, I'm doing the same thing every single day and I'm seeing no growth anymore. You know what I mean? Now I go live and I'm seeing new people in chat and hype around Formula, and we love talking about Formula. It's so fucking good. I love streaming and I love making content. I love Formula One at the moment. But in 2022 and 2023, it was like literally 2 years of just doing the same shit. And it just like, bruh. Not to mention the F1 games were also poo those years as well. So it's so nice that Formula One's back. But anyways, to answer your question, to think how much missed potential there was in 22 and 23. I mean, you can't, it's a sport, right? You can't change it, but imagine 22 we actually had. Imagine what is happening now, where we've got 2 drivers kind of in a title fight. They're still kind of dominating, but we've got 2 drivers kind of title fight. Imagine that happened in 22. Oh, it'd be so good. I think, whoa, Lando was crashing there. What the fuck? Oh, he's gone in the grass. Oh my god, imagine he crashed there. What the fuck? Imagine he crashed there. People only watched because they thought you were a Gold Coast hot tub bet. Okay. I missed the Ponden who introduced the stream by saying, hey guys, my balls hurt. Okay. Would you say first half of 22 season was better than 21 in terms of racing? Honestly, yeah. I've loved the racing in this era of cars. I mean, could it be better? Absolutely. But we've actually got drivers following each other and going for moves and stuff like that. Again, it could be better, but I think people are so, how do I word this? I think people are so half glass empty now that they forget that like in 2021 and 2020 and 2019 and 2018, you couldn't overtake. You couldn't. It was impossible. The whole 2021 season was just pit stop strategy or who's the faster car. Now, we actually see like a tight as fuck qualifying grid between so many teams. And we actually see strategy and we actually see overtakes. So yeah, I think the start of 2022 was much better. But the thing with the start of 2022 was we had porpoising. So like there was teams who would be good, but then they just have to deal with porpoising and blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah. I just wish we had good on-track racing, man. I also love how we all thought at the end of last season that we were on for a crazy season this year, and now it's just McLaren. Yeah, I was hyping the season up so much. I generally thought it was going to be a 4-way fight. 4-team fight, I should say. But that is 1, because McLaren just stepped it up big time, but 2, because Ferrari, Mercedes, and I guess you'd say Red Bull, but they're already falling off at this point. Mercedes and Ferrari just fell off. Even as a Max fan myself, I find it unreal how underappreciated this season is. I personally think it's pretty wicked. You got 2 guys fighting. Oh, 100%. I had a feeling that in 23, a lot of things died. After Abu Dhabi 2021, Crofty said, it's like, it's not normally like that. That's exactly what I thought after the race, yeah. Not sure, Vicky. She's been saying she's going to stream for ages. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Eventually we need to talk about Aston's lineup. We spoke about Aston a lot already. I guess we'll find out after FP2. We'll find out probably later today or early tomorrow if Djokovic is going to be doing the rest of the weekend or not. Unpopular opinion, the 24 and 25 car chassis wise look the best ever. I agree, to be honest. They're very flowing. I love the look of the 2021 cars, but they look very boxy. These are very flowy. I think the only thing I fucking hate about these cars, and they need to get rid of them, is the fucking mud guards. No, not mud guards. What do you call them? The wheel cut. The wheel. What even are they? The things that are over the tires. It looks so dumb. What is that? The wheel guards. Max 19th on straight. I mean, there's only one straight here, so. I wish in 21 that we had Ferrari versus Red Bull versus Mercedes versus McLaren title fight, but now we have the team version of it. These cars just mean, just look mean. I agree. The archers, yeah, whatever you call them. I was going average Joe. Kind of looks cool. Really? I generally think, right? Okay, I'm gonna get deep here, and whoa, the sponsor board's blending with the car. I'm gonna get deep here, and some of you, I hope at least one person understands what I'm saying, right? Now, when you play a video game, the video game is coded a certain way, but the feel that you get when shooting someone in a first-person shooter, right? It all comes from the way the headshot, like, the way you hold the gun, the way the gun sprays, right? The view model, the way, you know what I mean? So like in Counter-Strike at the moment, they did an update on the game, right? Where they updated the pullouts of the guns and the way the guns shoot, right? And like I instantly hop in the game and it feels smoother, right? It feels smoother. So how this correlates to an F1 car, I generally think the little wheel arches over the guards over the top of the wheels generally make the cars look boatier on board. It is like because you can't see the fucking big ass wheel, because you can't see the wheels anymore, they're covered, and it's just this big ugly ass sticky outy thing. I don't know, it just looks dumb to me. I generally think you take those away, the onboards look better, and then they feel better. Because the cars feel so boaty when I watch onboard, man. I swear it's the wheel covers. I'm telling you, I swear it's the wheel covers. You're chatting so much. No, I'm not. Someone gets what I'm saying. Video game players, you get what I mean. Once you get a knife in Counter-Strike or Valorant, you play better. When the guns sound better, it feels better. And I'm telling you, the onboard of the F1 car would look so much better without those fucking ugly ass wheel covers, man. They just look shit. They just look shit. Yappa. No. You just not skilled at video games, my friend. You are just not skilled at video games. What did I just miss, by the way? Sorry, while I was ranting, something happened to Signs. His car breaking down. It was weird it was introduced. But like, look at it. It just looks like, why is that on the side of the car? It just looks dumb. It just looks dumb. It looks fat. Okay, question then. Anyone who disagrees with me, when you look at a road car, right? Like the way the car is, the chassis of the car is structured and the way it flows, it visually looks better, right? That's why people go after the best looking cars. Otherwise, everyone would just go buy the best performing car. No, the look looks better. I'm telling you, the wheel guards on the car look ugly. They fucked the AK. I kind of like the AK. I mean, it's kind of loud now, but I like the AK. Imagine 21 cars with the wheel covers. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. They just feel fatter. They just feel boatier. I went from iron 1 to gold 1 just because I bought the glitch pop van. Exactly. When I saw those cars, the first thing I noticed was the front wing and the wheel covers. Started this conversation with it's satisfying to shoot people. Yeah. I don't mind them. It's like the cover of a normal wheel. I don't hate the wheel covers, but I agree. At least 306 cars won't have them. Yeah, thank God. Your defo is Silver 3 player. You don't know who you're chatting to right now, buddy. It's there to prevent more dirty air. Well, yeah, true, but... like, look how stupid it looks. He was told to box, and then he was told to stay out. What the fuck? Like, look at that. If they got rid of those shitty-ass little things, I'm telling you, the onboard is better. I'm telling you, hot laps look like 2021 again if you get rid of those wheel covers. You cook with that, Ponden? I can't lie. Thank you. At least some people see the vision. True, I prefer the C7 Corvette over the C8. You barely notice them from every other view. Can we just talk about how Carlos's editor said the car is unsafe in the box and he apparently can't hear them? I watched a video of you unboxing a new wheel, and before I watched it, I forgot how goofy you were. Thank you. Do you want less dirty or visuals? Well, no. That's the thing. I would prefer them to be on there because it's less dirty, yeah. But they look ugly, so get rid of them. We need a race where those come off for someone. I think, no, you wouldn't have to pay if they come off, would you? There should be a track in the northwest that's basically only Washington. It would probably be a street circuit in Seattle. Yeah, I get what you mean by having a race in every corner of America, but to be honest, I don't think it really matters where they're located in America. I think it's more just like having more races in America is fine because there's enough people to warrant it. I'm sure Albon will have them fly off at some point. Can we bring back clean shaven Ponden? I'm actually really curious to see what it look like clean shaven now. I think with a different hairstyle and my jawline not being as bad, but one day. I will do it as a like a if I do like a subathon, it's 100%. Okay, if I did a subathon and I set it to 1,000 subs, are you guys hitting that shit? Novak Djokovic, Massa, and Kmart investing in Le Mans. What? Do a clean shave on stream. Street circuits over normal tracks any day. It depends on the street circuit. Baku, Jeddah, Vegas. Singapore. Give it to me, daddy. For some, I don't get why Australia is a bad track. Like, Australia is like Abu Dhabi. Australia on paper has the ability to be the best track on the calendar. You've got a straight into a quick, fast right, left, into a straight, technical section into a long ass straight, little slow left, sorry, like a quick section, or like, what do you want to call it? Like, carry a lot of speed through the section, into another straight, into a slow section. Like, there's two parts of the track where there's heaps of overtaking opportunities into technical areas where you can go left, right, left, sorry, like switch back and shit. And it just doesn't produce good racing. I don't know why. Abu Dhabi, genuinely, Abu Dhabi and Australia on paper should be amazing tracks, but they just don't. Maybe it's because they're first and last. Do you think if we put Australia and Abu Dhabi in the middle of the season, it would be different? If the streets track is raceable, then yeah, fine. But for most part, give me full purpose track. Okay, well, question then. People want full permanent tracks. Why are you all crying about Kittia then? We've not raced there, and it's a full purpose track. Why are people crying? What's wrong with that layout? It's a purpose-built track, and it looks like a pretty decent track. Is it because it's in Saudi Arabia? Cool, that has nothing to do with the track. Why is everyone crying then? I generally think F1 fans just cry for the sake of it. Miami, yeah, dog shit race. But Jeddah produced two of the best races the first 2 years that was on the calendar. And Vegas has produced two bangers. So why are people concerned about Kittia? And even Madrid. Madrid looks shit, I agree. But like, why are we complaining? You've literally been proven wrong twice. Jeddah didn't cook the last 2 years. The last 2 years, I agree. But the first 2 years were banger. But even quali in the other... Okay, this is my other take, right? People complain about Monaco. People complain about Jeddah, right? I'm gonna hit you with some facts here, and you can't even say this is an opinion because it's facts, right? This is a fact. Oh, someone abort a letter. Okay, this is a fact right here. I'll have a look at that clip in a sec. Oh wait, this is an old clip. Okay, here's a fact for you. People say they want Monaco off the calendar, or sometimes people don't like Saudi or whatever. But I'm going to use Monaco for example, right? People want Monaco off the calendar because the race is bad. Is the race bad? Yes. Should you be watching Monaco for a different reason? Yes. But what does Monaco have? It has an S tier qualifying every single year, right? So people want Monaco off the calendar, but they don't want tracks, say like Spa, which have mid qualifying and mid races every year. Why? Or Imola, same thing. Like, At least Monaco has good quali. At least Jeddah in the last 2 years have had good qualies. Because we don't care about quali, bro. Then you're not watching it. Then what are you watching? Formula 1 qualifying is so good. Until quali offers points, it doesn't matter. No, see, I completely disagree. I think qualifying is... Honestly, I am more... Maybe you could argue this is because the racing in Formula 1's poo at the moment. I generally think I've enjoyed more qualifyings in the last... Since 2021. I think I've enjoyed more qualifyings in the last 5 years, 5 seasons, than races. And yeah, I guess you could argue. Races need to be better. 100%. But I think if fans and media cared more about qualifying... No, I put it this way. If fans watched qualifying... You'd be entertained. Put it this way, you watch Formula 1 for entertainment, and I think qualifying is so fucking entertaining. We can all live without qualifying. I disagree. I love qualifying so much. I get so excited for qualifying. We get to see 20 drivers push to the max in a Formula 1 car to try and get the fastest lap. It's so fun. It's so entertaining. The thing is, I get the race is definitely the main show. I 100% agree. But I think from an entertainment standpoint, if you're I guess this is my point, right? If you're tuning in to Saudi Arabia or Monaco or Singapore or any track for that instance, only on race day, and then you go on Twitter and say that track sucks, get it off the calendar, you have watched that weekend for the wrong reason. And that is a fact. If you tune into Monaco only on Sunday and said the track is poo, you missed the main show. Same with Saudi, same with Singapore, same with probably even Hungary, to be honest. Qualifying is so good at these tracks. And if you're not tuning on Saturday, you're dumb. You are dumb. Most people only watch the race. If Monaco only delivers on Saturday and not the main show, then it ain't working in the format. But that's my point. On Sunday, Monaco, you should be watching for quali. If you're saying we should get rid of Monaco, Singapore, and yada 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 because the races suck there, then you're just missing out on an amazing... We're not going to have any great qualifying tracks. Do I agree that the cars should be better on Sunday at those tracks? 100%. But, man, qualifying is so good at those tracks. Time to bring the whole ocean. I'll be fine going out and missing a qualifying session. Quali is my favorite session. Yeah, qualifying has been my favorite session in the last 5 years as well. How are the V-Carb guys always improving? Complaining, man. Quali sets up for the next day. Everyone is flat out. I think that's my point, right? I think what my point that I'm trying to get across is, right? If you claim you watch Formula 1 for the cars and for the competition and not for, oh, my driver won the race, then why aren't you watching qualifying? It's literally the cars at the max, the quickest that they are, all in a close battle for positions. I love that about Formula 1. Don't be wrong, racing should be better. 100% races should be the main show. But like, if you choose not to tune in to, in my opinion, the best session of the weekend, then you're just missing out. I say add sprint to Monaco. We get 2 banger qualies, please. Fabio, Formula 1 is a global sport. Wait, makes no sense. Formula 1 is a European sport. Saying Formula 1's a European sport is very boomer-minded, in my opinion. If Monaco only delivers on Saturday and not the main show, then ain't... Wait, I read that. We ain't saying getting rid, just change the poopy car. I mean, that's the thing. I think the thing is, right, I think we both agree. Reza, I think we both agree the cars should just be better on Sunday, 100%. I think my point is, knowing how the cars have been since 2017, knowing how the cars have been, and knowing that every single week it's a 50-50 chance, probably even more than that. Maybe let's say 60% chance you're going to have a poo race. If you're not tuning on Saturday, then you're missing out on the best entertainment, in my opinion, of the weekend. But I guess you're right. It does come down to the fact that the race is a poo. But I think saying Monaco or Singapore should be off the calendar. My point is, I think when people say, oh, Monaco or Singapore should be off the calendar because they don't produce good races, I think you're watching for the wrong reason for that weekend. But I agree. If every other race on the calendar had good races, then Singapore and Monaco, people would not care about the races because you'd be treating it for a different reason on quali. You don't want a lot of emissions too. Wait, what? You need to find a balance between racing and efficiency. Max's cum rag is on the track, guys. No other track in the calendar is impossible to even dive bomb with a car ahead going multiple seconds slower. It's just Monaco that happens. The cars are poop straight up. Needs to be smaller and adjusted. Do you think these cars are worse than 2021 then? Can't even race in the rain without ground effect. I think that some tracks are not suitable for current cars. You don't need to bin them, but change format. 2021 was good because of closer cars. This year has been good because cars, but way too much gap in development. Wait, what? You're saying 2021 was close? Wait, you're saying 2021 was a closed grid? We've got 8 tenths between the entire grid this year. It's so fucking tight. 2021, Lewis Hamilton could drive with his fucking feet and still get top 3. Now, if you make one mistake, you're out in Q1, buddy. Doesn't matter what car you're in. 2021 was pure good racing? What? 2021 was... Oh, I'm going to push you off track. I've won the race. Oh, I'm going to DRS past you. See you later. It was literally... Name a race. And now I feel like I'm shitting on the 2021 season. Name a race in 2021. I loved the 2021 season, right? I loved everything about it. But name a race in 2021 where there was more than one corner battle. And don't say Bahrain because... that ended up being decided by a fucking off-track decision. People mixing the good season between Max and Lewis and an actual close season throughout the whole field. Yeah, 2021 was more of like an off-track kind of championship battle. You went in going, who's going to lead the championship this week? Imola? Imola 2021. Max shoved Lewis off at turn 1 and then held the lead and won the rest of the race. Spain. Spain 21. I don't remember that race. It was so boring. France. France was a banger, but again, it wasn't on track racing. It was the strategy. France was one of my... I think I put France in my top 5 races of 2021, and it had nothing to do with the on-track racing. It just had to do with the strategy. I love that strat from Red Bull. Or it wasn't Merc. One of them did the strat and then came back. And again, it was a one corner, one and done. They didn't battle. That's my point, though. That's my question. I agree. There was so many great races in 2021, but like there was no good on-track racing. Like other than Silverstone in the first 2 sectors, we never got multiple corner racing in 2021. It was just, oh, he's off track. He's been pushed off track. Oh, yeah, it's done. DRS pass. Jeddah 21. Even Jeddah 21 was good, but that was because Max was just shoving them off track. Same with Brazil. My point is, at the start of 2022, we actually had like Max and Charles. Oh, he's going to DRS button, and then and the switchback. But then in 2021, nothing happened. Again, you know what? I've still not got an answer. When in 2021 do we have more than one corner battle? What race do we have more than one corner battle? Between Max and Lewis. Obviously, Hungary, we had Alonso versus Lewis and other drivers. But like between Lewis and Max. Brazil 21. Why am I in that race? Again, Max just forced Lewis off track and then Lewis did a one and done overtake. 21 was my favorite race. Drama the whole way through. Yeah, that was a banger. Canada 21. What the fuck? No, there's no Canada in 21, was there? No, there wasn't. You're trolling. I think we're concluding that Max fucked the 21 racing. Maybe. Or it was just he knew that he was going to get overtaken no matter what. So he just did everything he could to hold on. What the fuck happened in Canada 21? Check the highlights. Valencia 21 was good. Okay. Now we're trolling. Now we're trolling. Ice editor, Lexi Case. And that Asian name I can't read. Thank you for the follows. Canada's replaced. It was Turkey. Ah. Monza 21 was awesome. Was it? Monza 21, Max and Lewis fucked each other. Again, one corner battle, and then it got fucked. And then it was a slipstream train to the end. Nothing happened. Again, amazing race, amazing moment, amazing drama. Had everything. Where was the on-track battle? That's my point. 2021. Take the exact same 2021 season and put it in these cars. You can have a better season. But the fact that the stars will align to have that most dramatic season with that amount of fuckery from the FIA, from Max, from Lewis, from the teams, all in one season with the good cars is just never... it's going to be so hard for that to align again, man. Bathurst and Gold Coast 2021 were good. Okay, we're trolling now. We are trolling now. Vegas... Okay, we're trolling. I feel like off-topic conversation here, but I feel like Kevin is so underrated. That was the most random message out of nowhere. Kevin underrated? I mean, he had a lot of time in Formula 1 to prove himself. Lewis Hamilton's forehead. Okay, what are we saying now? All right, guys, on that note, while we were yapping so much, that was good. I like that when we have like a proper yap session debate. That all stemmed from me saying the wheel guards look ugly, by the way. And you guys not understanding my video game analogy. You just, if you don't understand it, you just don't know ball. But guys, that wraps up Epi 2. Thank you guys all for watching. Before we wrap up though, let's go through the order. So we got Colapinto in last again, but so is Gasly's there as well. So he's only a 10th off Gasly, not too bad. Then we got Albon, quite far down for the Williams, with Sainz in 16th. We've got Bortoletto. We've got Lawson P15, Max P14. Okay, they were on mediums, I think, from the seams of it. Then Ocon, Hulkenberg, Behrman, Antonelli, Sonoda, Hadjar, Russell, Hamilton, Aston looking good, damn. Then Leclerc, 4/10 off of Lando. Then we got Piastri, and then we got Lando. All right, we'll pair out the predictions for Lando again. Lando looking like he's got the edge on Piastri this weekend. Coming into qualifying, it'll be interesting to see who can clinch pole. I think part of me wants to say whoever gets pole position wins the race, but I think with the undercut hair being so strong, it's anyone's game to win the race if you get the strategy right. So I'm really excited to see how qualifying the race plays out, even though, one, this track is usually bad for overtaking, and two, it looks like McLaren are going to dominate. I'm excited that we've actually got like a good championship fight between these two. As long as one of them doesn't just like bottle quali or bottle the race and then we have no racing, I think we're actually going to get a nice battle between these two this weekend. Maybe some drama like we had in Canada. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the watch along. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to stay live on Twitch for a little bit longer. But YouTube, we're going to end the stream there. Come join us on Twitch. There you go. Come join us on Twitch. Linked in chat. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for FP3. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below. See you guys later. Bye-bye.